All right, I think we are live. What's up, everybody? I'm Regina, and I'm in my jungle here in Bali. And I just wanted to invite or say welcome to you guys. Today we're going to talk about keyword research. And before I do, let me look at my notes because I just came up with this all last night. Yeah, I know. First off, yes, I want to talk about keyword research with videos, especially since a lot of us are doing the Courageously Free, which is the 30-day video challenge. And today we are on day 3. Yeah. So, yeah. What's up, guys? I have two special people on this panel, and there's a specific reason why I've asked them on here, and I haven't actually told them why. Actually, one of them is Stephen Moody, and the reason why he's on here is because he's a fellow freedompreneur that I've been working with for, I think, like, what, 3 years? 3 years. We've been working together online, but he also has his own brick-and-mortar business, and he has Moody Tees is his thing. He makes t-shirts. He didn't make this one because we were in New Zealand, sorry. But all of our freedompreneur t-shirts that we've worn over the past couple of years have been all Moody. And part of the reason I wanted to bring him on is because he's used video for his own business, his t-shirt business, his design t-shirt design business, and it's really helped grow his business. And also, I've seen a really huge difference in him now versus when he started out, and kind of started out around the same time. So it's really awesome to see him here, and I'll bring him out in a second. And the other person here on the panel is Erica, and she is a blogger. She's in our little group, and I brought her out because she's been blogging longer than us. She also has been doing videos and been YouTubing way longer than us. And I wanted you, hey Erica, what's your channel again, your YouTube channel? I think it's just your name, Erica Gilliam.
Yeah, it's just Erica Gilliam.
Actually, you guys can see her YouTube channel on our little spreadsheet for the video challenge, which is courageouslyfree.com/CFCVED. And I know that she hasn't done videos in a really long time, but that's okay. I kind of wanted to show you, check out her channel. And there are only a few videos on there, but the one thing that I noticed is that, A, she's herself, and B, longevity proves to work because she's got so many views on a lot of her videos just kind of by being her. Now, a lot of us here are going to be doing different types of videos, whether they're for business or whether they're just kind of for fun for blogging. For me specifically, it's kind of a mix of both. Of course, Mike and I, we have an income, by working online. But I've also found a passion for doing videos, just to kind of build trust with people, for people to get to know us. And I don't know, I really, I love it, and I'm just really excited to share my passion with you. And I'm by no means an expert, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the exact things that I've been doing, during my journey. Incidentally, I come from the movie industry. I'm not an actress. I actually moved to New Zealand originally to work on Avatar after working on Clone Wars in San Francisco, and so I've worked on some small blockbuster films, just like the first 2 Hobbits, and a number of other ones that you guys have heard. But all of this video stuff and editing is actually quite new to me, so I'm kind of learning from the bottom, and I've worked with a lot of artists. Mike just gave me the thumbs up and said people can actually see me, so that's good. I've worked with a lot of artists kind of in a different way. So anyways, yeah. So actually, just for a couple minutes, I want to on the panel. Either one of you can pop out and just kind of give us a little introduction of yourself, and either how you helped your life or what you're looking forward to in this moving forward with video, how you think it's going to help you moving forward. So either of you guys can pop out if you want.
Hey Regina, how's it going? So yeah, video has really helped me in my business with Moody Teas and with a couple other businesses that I've started online. And it's just really a great way of getting in front of your audience and really building that personal connection. And it took me a long time, as Regina knows, to actually get in front of the camera and publish my first video. So, but you know, once you start to practice and just really make it a habit of doing it, it becomes so much easier. And what I found is my engagement with my customers through Facebook, Instagram, and wherever else I shared, even on my website, I've gotten just totally positive reviews on my videos, so it's really helped boost my business quite a bit.
Awesome. Um, so those of you who are watching here, Moody's actually going to kind of do a bit of a training next week. So that's why I wanted, part of the reason why I wanted to have him on here as well, because you're going to be seeing his face and also maybe ordering some of his T-shirts. Hey Erica, how's it going?
Good. So I'm Erica Gilliam. Is it working? I don't know if it's working. Okay. Can you hear me?
Hear you.
Okay, cool. So I started making videos about 4 years ago, I think, and I wasn't really doing it for any reason. I was cloth diapering, honestly, mid-kid, and I wanted to have I just want to share, make videos like what I was watching on YouTube. And so I made these videos and then I stopped making them and recently went back onto my channel and I have like almost 500 subscribers and like 80,000 views, I think, which is incredible to me. So it just shows, you know, I did do things like keywording my videos, and if you look up like how to make a homemade cloth diaper, I'm the #1 video, and it's just absurd to me. And so now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to use video from where I'm at today, but it's a powerful tool. You don't even realize until you start to look at the numbers.
Yeah, exactly. You know, a lot of us, especially the people that I've worked with closely, some of you might be working with me, some of you might not, but we traditionally just posted videos up on YouTube, and you know, nothing really happens. And part of the reason I want to do this for you guys is because I've learned how to keyword videos, and I kind of did it for a while because I didn't know, like I knew what I needed to do, but then I couldn't connect the two between, you know, my video itself and how to keyword. Should I keyword before I created the video, or should I do it after? And I've noticed fairly recently, I was just kind of looking at the stats on YouTube, the analytics, and I was like, some of these videos are kind of ranking. What's going on? And I realized, because you can actually check in the statistics where your traffic is coming from on YouTube, and I'm like, search terms, what's all this about? So you can actually access a list of search terms on your video itself. So I thought that was pretty fascinating. Before I get, thanks for introducing yourself, guys. It's great to have you here. You guys who are watching might see their faces more and more because they're awesome. Before, a couple things I wanted to get into the grunt of this training. One of them is, you guys have been hearing me say freedompreneur quite a bit, and there's a specific reason why, and it's because there's this whole movement going on with people who are like us, not necessarily just travelers, but people who, you know, are working online, or maybe they're able to work and move easily, or maybe even they're just at home, but they're being able to spending time with their families. So, you know, there's a and you'll see a link on your right. There's a weekly hangout, which is actually 9 p.m. Eastern every week, and yeah, it's happening and every Wednesday. Another thing I wanted to say is next week is going to be our third and our last video training before we head off to the Philippines, so make sure you come back next week. And what else did I want to say? For those of you who are doing the video challenge, I just wanted to give a shout out to some of you guys. There are like, I think 30 of you. It's amazing. If you wanted to sign up, it's on courageouslyfree.com/CFCED, which is Courageously Free Community Video Every Day. And that's the hashtag that we're using on Twitter to search for other videos and posts related to that so that we can watch everyone's videos and kind of interact on them. But really quick, I just wanted to give a shout out to, Moody, Andrea, Diane, Di, Juan Carlos, Jess. Jess, you're doing amazing behind the scenes, other than video. Jade, Sharice, Brendan, and I'm looking forward to seeing everyone else's videos. If I haven't seen any of your videos, then I know I will be, and if not, that's okay. You can just watch too. It's not a big deal, and watch and learn. Let's see. I have on my little notes here, Twitter list demo. Oh, right. This whole Twitter thing is new to me. And a lot of you have told me that it's new to you as well. And so even though I've done videos for a couple of years, part of the reason why I wanted to do Twitter is not only because Mike knows how to get an insane amount of traffic to Twitter, and we'll teach you at some point if you guys want, but I wanted to kind of master something new. And I always hear this buzz about Twitter, and I've noticed that a lot of the vloggers and video creators, well, a lot of people are quite active on it, and I was like, wow, people actually kind of engage on it, and it kind of feeds my my somewhat addictive personality. So what I've been doing with you guys is the names on the list. Those of you who have put down your Twitter handle, I've added you to a list, and so when you follow someone, there's a little settings icon, and when you click on it, you can actually add someone to the list. And maybe some of you guys have received a notification. More specifically, if I wanted to search for your videos on what you're doing just for the video challenge, then I will go to the search bar and type in hashtag on that. Now I know some of you guys, but it's new to me. It might be new to some of you, so I just wanted to share that. So, okay, I'm talking a million miles an hour right now. I love this stuff, and I have my tea. Okay, are you ready? Because I'm going to share with you today, and I'm going to share my screen. So if you guys here, excuse me, who are watching, let me know if you can see my screen in a second. Can you guys see my screen? I'm going to say yes.
Yep.
Cool. I apologize for my connection. I know my connection here isn't that great. So just like Erica was saying earlier, one of the things that really has helped, excuse me, has really helped drive attention to our channel is the fact that we're keywording. And I have to admit, I'm not keywording on everything, but I've noticed that it works. And the first thing I want to say is, what are keywords? Oh my goodness, hold on a second, guys. I'm just going to cough myself to death. Okay, what are keywords? Now, keywords are specific phrases, specific words when put together that people search on. And you can actually see what people search on, and this helps you with your videos because you know what to do your topics on to be able to actually solve someone's problem. Because when they're putting these words in their search bar, whether it's Google or YouTube, YouTube is owned by Google. You know exactly what they want, so you can give them exactly what they need. I've kind of done it a little backwards because we travel. A lot of people say plan your keywords first so that you know exactly what to do your content on. But I do mine a little backwards because we're traveling, and we have a ton of footage, which I'm running out of hard drive space, and I have, what, 6 terabytes I'm running out of space. No, 1 terabyte, 1.5 terabytes, and I'm running out of space. Anyways, so I take the footage, and a lot of times I'll go back and I'll keyword it. And I think a lot of people tell you not to do that, but you know what? It's kind of working for me in a way, and I'm going to show you exactly how I do it. And they're obviously necessary because, you know, you want people to come see your video, so come see your channel and watch your videos, right? So you're basically giving the people the solution that they're looking for already. You know, you're also getting more visibility, and it's the thing with keywords and videos is that if you're kind of just focusing on keywording here and there, it's really great for longevity. You know, as opposed to, you know, for example, if I wanted to, you know, bring in income right now, I wouldn't necessarily use keywording in the way, well, I would still keyword it, but the way that I show you guys is pretty basic, and there's a way to scale it up, but I won't get into that today. And, you know, it's another great way for automating yourself. I'm a huge fan of automating myself. I think Mike is probably 10 times better at that than I am, which is why he's our traffic guy. But, you know, how do we do keyword research? I'm going to show you Google Adwords, or the keyword tool. Just kind of as an example, but I don't even really have other tools. One of them I'm going to go over in depth today. One of them is Market Samurai, and I'm actually going to do an training on that for you guys, maybe when we get back from the Philippines. But it's freaking the most amazing tool ever, and I'm still really kind of learning how to do it, but I wanted to show that to you guys at some point. But what I'm going to go over today is TubeBuddy. And that's really kind of helped me, you know, do my thing, my keywording thing. Let's see. So I just wanted to show you really quick how to. I can't do 2 things at a time. I'm just going to show you exactly what I've been doing recently to find out how I've been able to keyword my, or figure out why some of my videos are doing a lot better than others. And my channel hasn't been around as long as Erica's has. Hers has like I don't know, 20,000 viewers. That's amazing. So just as an example, one of them that I was looking at yesterday, where is it? Okay. I put this up a couple months ago, and I don't have as many views as a lot of people do, but you know, it's I'm just showing you exactly what I go through. You know, each of the videos have a little analytics tab right here. And when I go into the analytics, the one thing that I look for is, you know, on YouTube, watch time is huge, and that's how, you know, your videos and your channel get viewed a bit more if you have a great watch time, which is why it's good to have good content. So on the bottom here, there's traffic sources, and I've noticed that 36% of my traffic source is YouTube search. So I'm like, okay, that's interesting. Let me click on this little pie here. And then you see like this crazy little graph here, and then I look at the top and I say, okay, YouTube search, 37%. So when I click on that, I actually get the keywords, the list of keywords that are that people are searching on, you know, and then you know, their watch time, and then the number of people that actually you know, watch the video on that specific keyword. So I've noticed that if I actually go back into YouTube and I paste that keyword in, I'm like, wow, look, I'm actually number 2. Okay, that's awesome. And who doesn't want to click on a picture with a cute girl? That's my friend there. So yeah, so I kind of was like, oh, I guess this recording thing does kind of work. But the way I used to do it, and the way you can start out doing it now too, is Google. So you'll notice that if you go to Google AdWords Key Planner, when you create an account with Google AdWords, you are going to be prompted to create an ad before you can actually get to the keyword tool. So I would actually suggest just kind of going through that and make a fake ad. Nothing's going to happen because you're not putting any money into it, but that'll help you kind of get through the initial first few bits to signing up with AdWords. And once you start, you're going to get into your dashboard or your back office. I don't know what you call this. I think if you go under Tools, you'll find the Keyword Planner. Now, if I wanted to search, I can put whatever I wanted to search in here. So let's say, I'm just giving examples because it's easier for me to remember. I'm traveling, so I guess, for example, for the that I had was on a thermal pool in Taupo, New Zealand, and Taupo for some of you. Sorry, I've got the gringo pronunciation. But so let's see if what I can come up with if I didn't know what keywords to search on. So I probably would do something like thermal, swimming spot, maybe Taupo. Just to start, and I'll click on Get Ideas. So what's going to happen is, thank you. What's going to happen is you're going to see the trends for that specific keyword, and if you click on Keyword Ideas, you'll also be able to tell what other searches people are using and the relevance of it. You're going to be able to see, so your average monthly searches, so for this particular keyword that I put in, there are no monthly searches, right? But if I get into other things, I'm like, okay, so, accommodation spa, thermal pools, I know that there are 170 monthly searches. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. I could probably start from there. I could probably even use that as a keyword. And a lot of times, or what I do is, there's a difference between some of the keywords that I use versus which are long tail keywords, and those are usually at least 4 words per keyword. And that really just means, that gives you an indication that if people are adding in more words to their keyword, that means they've had a little more thought of what they actually want, right? As opposed to, like, if I wanted to search for fashion photography, and I wanted to figure out a long tail keyword to use, if instead of using just photography, which I know that there are like a billion websites and videos and all that are probably ranking for it, I would choose to find a long tail keyword. So in this case, maybe not so much, because you can see that the monthly searches aren't too bad, but there's really not so much on here. Thermal pools, okay. Thermal spa. Well, anyways, you guys get the idea. I probably would end up using, thermal spa, Taupo, or whatever. And this is kind of how I used to do it. Now, Google AdWords is, I haven't used it in depth. I haven't used it for ads specifically, but I think that's what it's mainly designed for. So one of the things that I have found is TubeBuddy, which is an amazing tool. I've been using it for maybe just a few months, really, and getting into it a bit more. And so what it is it's an extension on your browser. And so you can see the little icon here. When you download it, you'll get within your YouTube account, you'll see this little little pull-down menu here that gets added to, and there's a whole bunch of tools that I use, and I'm going to show you how I use it with my stuff. So, for example, let's say I need to go back. How do I go back? Okay, so you see here on the bottom that I have a whole bunch of tags in this tag box. And some of you, I'm not too sure if you know too much about putting, the title and description and what to put in there. I'm going to probably get into that next week. But you'll see here, and I probably have a lot of keywords that I don't necessarily, necessarily need to put. I think there's a recommendation that I heard putting 3 to 5 keywords in the box, in the tag box, but sometimes I just kind of put a whole bunch. Now, if you'll notice here too, these are each of the keywords that I wanted to try to rank on, or at least, help people search for. And you'll see these green little buttons here, or these green little numbers, number 1, number 1, number 1, number 2. These are the keywords that I'm ranking number 1 in. And now, because earlier I showed you some of the keywords that people are searching on specifically, if there are some that I'm ranking fairly high and I don't have it included in this little box here, then I can probably just add them in here. So these little numbers are actually from TubeBuddy. Now, when I'm uploading a video specifically, one of the things that I do is I use the Tag Explorer, which is pretty sick. Let's see, pop up. Okay, so the Tag Explorer is a TubeBuddy tool as well. And this is usually where I start. So it actually gives you, well, I'll show you. So let's say, for example, I'm going to use this example, thermal pools, maybe NZ for New Zealand. You can actually explore to see the top ranks for this particular keyword, and it actually gives you a score too. So you can see here, here on the left is the most used tags, kind of based on maybe what I put in here. On the top right, you can see the top ranking search, so there are other videos that are using this tag. And it also shows you, if you own this this tag, like if you have it on any of your videos, it'll show you, right? And then on the bottom below is a keyword score, which is amazing. It shows you the search volume versus the competition. Now, earlier I showed you a bit of, how to search on Google, the Google Planner, and which is amazing, right? But you can get the search volume, but that doesn't necessarily tell you anything, because what if your competition is high? So, if you have, X amount of searches, if you have, maybe there are 500 people who search for a specific keyword in 1 month, but then there are, a ton of sites that are already competing for that specific keyword. So, like, it might be cool that there are 1,000 people going to a specific keyword, or searching for a specific keyword, but that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be on the first or the second or the third page of YouTube or Google. So this is cool because it gives you the score, your overall score of your search volume versus your competition. So this is pretty cool. Like, I know that not many people are using Thermal Pools NZ or NZ because I'm getting a 90%. What if, I'm just going to insert this in. This insert button allows you to insert it into your tag box. What if I use it's kind of how do you know the other ones. But what auto is suggestions based on or within YouTube and also within Google. So you see that YouTube has no suggestions, which is probably for us, for Google, because then I'll still probably right. So what I can do is I can even click on this keyword and it'll pop up in this little box here, and it'll give me a chance to explore this keyword itself. And you'll notice here it gives tag now the Tag Explorer is kind of searching for keywords, but it doesn't really have any for this one. But what if I just wanted to click on thermal pools? So on a long-term keyword, but I'm just curious of what will show up. Yeah, my internet really is slow here, so it'll take a bit. Cool. So you'll see on YouTube that here are some keywords. Pretty generic, right? This one's in Turkey specifically, but it'll still give me a chance of what keywords to use on YouTube or Google, whatever. And if it's relevant to my specific video, because I kind of do things a bit backwards, then I'll do that. If you don't do anything backwards and you do keyword research first, you know, you'll be able to get a whole bunch of topics that'll help you figure out what to add to your video. So this is one of the ways that I do it too. And let's actually look at the most used tags, which are pretty generic. And then, you know, New Zealand is pretty generic. Definitely not a long tail keyword, right? And you can see here, it's very bad. 29 out of 100, because a lot of people search for it and there's a lot of competition, which is why we tend to use long tail keywords, because the competition tends to be fairly low. Not to say that it's like that all the time, but you have a higher chance of the competition being low. So that's that. What else can I show you guys? Let's see my notes. I think that's kind of basically it for now. I mean, that's kind of a way to get you kind of started. I mean, the concepts are the same no matter what tool you use. I'm just gonna stop sharing this thing. Anyways, the concepts are the same no matter what tool you use, and even if you want to rank in search engines specifically and not just YouTube, although YouTube is also a search engine as well as a you know, social media platform, of course. So yeah, I hope you guys got some value out of this. Let me see what's on my notes. So yeah, if you guys were interested in getting that, it's actually, you know, fairly cheap. You can see it. So there, you're right. To your right, yeah. I have my little link there. However, before you go and click on that, if there are some of you who haven't necessarily worked directly with me, you know, if I haven't mentored you or you haven't been in our team previously, but I maybe I've worked with you private message instead, just so that we can make sure that you get directed the right way, or get directed where, you know, the best way. So let's see. Okay. So next week, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is my specific workflow, like what happens when I, you know, and this might be kind of useful for you, Moody, because I think you might have asked about editing, and I'm not going to get too deep into editing, but I might have to do another training with that, or at least kind of talk to you about that outside of this. But what I'm going to talk about next week is my specific workflow, which, you know, from kind of concept, which sometimes I don't always think of a concept, sometimes I do, to shooting, to basic editing, I'm not going to get too into editing, but I'm going to introduce you to some of the tools that I use. What else is there? To editing, to uploading, creating a thumbnail, filling out the title, description, and the tags, and all that kind of stuff. How I syndicate it to other social media. Syndicate just means adding links on other social media networks so that other people can access them, and thus creating backlinks to your content. Now, I know that there are a ton of syndication tools out there that automate a lot of stuff, automate a lot of your stuff that will automatically post, on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or Tumblr, and all that stuff. I started using it, and sometimes I do, and sometimes within social media networks like YouTube, you can automatically post to Google Plus and Twitter. And I use it sometimes, but a lot of times I actually do it manually to maybe three or four specific social media networks. And a lot of the reason is because, every platform is specifically made for their own reason. And, like Pinterest is good for images, right? And so is Instagram, but they're still used totally differently. So a lot of times I'll kind of change my message slightly to kind of fit that particular platform. And it does take a bit of extra work, but I think one of the things that I've noticed, especially getting into Twitter, is a lot of times you think that you need to be on every single social media network and it's good to syndicate and everything, which, yeah, I think that's good. But I'm kind of learning how to create a community on Twitter, and I know I'm like, old, not a newbie. I am a newbie to it. But shoot, people use it differently. People want to know that you're accessible and that you interact with everyone as well. And so I think interaction on social media network is huge, especially YouTube. Well, everything really. And that's really how your content gets seen. And, part of it, of course. And there are some ways to scale your business up, to scale your engagement up in the back end and do it authentically. But kind of building a foundation and seeing how each social media network works is key as well. And that's kind of my 2 cents. So I think do you guys on the panel have any questions or comments or anything that you wanted to add to what I said today? Erica's like trying to think. That's cool. If you guys have any questions, feel free to feel free to contact me. No, I know. Feel free to Twitter #CSCVED. Ask me a question, and I will answer you because that's my thing now. I want to master this thing. Mike's mastered Twitter on how to scale up your account. And he's a numbers guy, and he's really, really good at it. And the one thing that I'm trying to master is how to create a community and a following and a culture. I think the two combined kind of make everything strong, which is part of the reason why we're a part of this freedompreneur movement that I've been kind of seeding you guys. And I just, before I get into it, because you guys can watch the webinar, the freedompreneur webinar after this, and I've been seeding it to you guys because it means a lot to me. I think everything we're doing right now means a lot to me. But one of the things that, getting into the online space after I quit my job, one of the things that I thought that I had to do was pay a lot of money to get the education that I need to do what I do now. And that's exactly what we did. And we did really well in it. And but at the same time, it's like, well, why? Why do you have to pay so much just to get the stuff that you can learn by, doing your own searches? Of course, it's going to fast track you to your success, getting the knowledge, but paying thousands of dollars is like, why? So the whole paradigm shift with this freedompreneur movement is bringing you guys value first so that you can learn stuff and grow yourself. And I thought, this is such a new thing, and I thought it was really fascinating. The vision of this whole movement has really been fascinating me because I really feel strongly about it. Being able to give you guys, the information that you need, but it's not just me. And our, the creative free community is small. This whole freepreneur thing encompasses everyone who is already working online, everyone who has a brick and mortar business that wants to get online, and it's just a group of like-minded people who are getting together and collaborating. Ooh, collaboration. Hold that word in your mind, by the way. Yeah, and so now you're learning from me about video, but I'm going to be having some deeper video training in, within the Freedompreneur community for free. And even though we know a lot in different areas, I don't really necessarily want to get into other things. I kind of just want to focus on video. But if I want to set up a WordPress blog, there's a guy in there for you. If I wanted to get a t-shirt, there's a guy there for you. I don't have to go out and do it. If I'm I want to do Facebook training, there's a guy out there who can either help you or has the training in there for you to get your stuff up. So that's what that link is here. If you guys are already in the Freedompreneur tribe, then use the link that's in the group because that's for you guys. Oh, collaboration. I'm gonna end this on collaboration and being able to get your videos seen, in addition to keywording and in addition to having content that can engage people or at least help people or whatever. Collaboration is a big thing with YouTube, and when Mike and I were in California, I'm from Southern California originally, last year I think, we went to the YouTube studios quite frequently for they have happy hours and stuff. And one of the biggest things that they were just saying is collaboration is huge. And this is something that I'm going to try with Erica here. I don't know what we're going to do, but you'll notice that a lot of people, a lot of the big YouTubers, do it as well. And it just means they work on some sort of project together, whether they have videos together or whether, I don't know what we're going to do, Erica, but we'll figure it out. You guys will see it. And it's going to be kind of a working example for you if you don't know much about it, and for us because we're fairly new to it. But it's a great way to get more more eyeballs on you if you want. So watch this space because we're gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do, but it's gonna be awesome, right?
I'm super excited.
Me too. It's gonna be interesting. And if any of you guys, maybe we can do a collaboration challenge in the future or during this challenge. That might be a good idea. Hey, Moody.
Hey, Regina. I got to jump off and get ready for the Freedompreneur Hangout. But I just wanted to say, definitely collaboration is one of the biggest things that can really help boost not only you on a personal level, but your business. There's a great saying that I have learned way back when I first started in the t-shirt business, and collaboration equals success, competition equals the struggle to success. And so just ending on that point with you is collaboration is huge. I think kind of even like the 30-day challenge, if you get in, if you're not in yet or you haven't started, is to start, because once you get in and you're around this group of people that are all making videos or doing blog posts or whatever it is inside the challenges, is all of a sudden you start to see more people follow you, help you out on your channel, help you out on your blog posts, and that collaboration will help start to boost your social platforms, and I really love the new Twitter thing. And I was going to say earlier, it sounded like you had the Twitter bird in the background going, Twitter, Twitter, Regina, Twitter. But so anyway, hey, I look forward to seeing all you guys here next week with Regina and talk a little bit more about video. I'm going to jump off now, but it's been awesome, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Awesome. Thanks for coming by, and we'll see you on the Freedompreneur Hangout. I know that Rhonda's going to be talking about you a bit and some of us of what we're actually teaching. Just really quick, because I want to ask the two of you if you have any closing words, but because it's the video challenge, I want to do something different today, and I don't know, record myself on video. How silly is that? Who cares? I want to do day 3 of the challenge. So bear with me, guys, because I'm gonna be see, it's as easy as this, right? You don't need any fancy equipment. But okay. Hey guys, Regina here at day 3 of my video challenge, and I decided to do something a bit different today. Instead of doing an edited video, and I'm on a live webinar, and I wish you could see everybody, but there's my computer, and I probably look pretty silly to them right now because I'm live. But yeah, we were talking about keywording videos and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna hop on another hangout in just a bit. So we'll see you guys soon. Bye. All right, Erica, you got some closing words?
Sure. I think that if I've learned anything over the last few years and coming back to my blogs and having not really done anything with my YouTube channel in several years and realizing that, I mean, it's kind of taken off and I did absolutely nothing with it. But the biggest thing is consistency. And the cool thing about these 30-day challenges is it kind of forces you into the consistency. And I totally need my booty kicked because I'm not great at, staying consistent with it. But if I had been making videos for the last 2 years or 3 years, I mean, who knows where my channel would have gone. And I already have these videos with 20-some thousand views, and I didn't do anything for them. I just keyworded and put them out there. And so as you continue and continue, it's kind of like that slow but steady wins the race thing. So just keep at it, and these kinds of challenges are a great way to kind of push yourself to do more. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Man, it sure, I mean, I have to tell you guys a secret. I did it because I needed a kick in my butt. So I figured if I help you guys do it too, that we'll all help each other. And yeah, because they're not easy, but they're so freaking worth it and they're fun. But anyways, I'm going to stop at that. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, then tweet CFCVED, hashtag CFCVED, and or tweet me, whatever, and I'll answer, or maybe somebody else will answer your question. I'm going to see you guys on the Freedompreneur Hangout. I'm probably not going to be directly on. They will be kind of talking about some of us and some of the things that we're teaching. So glad to have you guys on. Nice to see you again, Erica, and I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Cheers.